Hey,
Let's hear it.
what's up, you guys? This is WD3, and this is your Hill Report
Oh
Sports.
yeah.
Well,
I've been meaning to
today,
talk
uh,
about this.
we're
I've
in
been wanting to hear about
2026.
been meaning to talk
We
about
are Laker fans
Yeah.
here in Southern California.
Luka.
California as a
Trash.
whole, it's a Lakers state.
Luka's hot garbage.
And one thing that we want to do, we want the Lakers to regain their glory. That's right.
Speak on it.
Remember Magic
Speak on it.
Johnson, Kobe Bryant, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We attract the best players from around the league, and they deliver
Keep it
championships for the
real.
Lakers. Right now, we see a weird situation
Pass me the
between
ball.
LeBron James and Luka Doncic. Frankly, I remember that Maverick series against the Celtics in the
Luka getting
finals,
tired.
and Luka's defense was so
Gotta
horrible,
play defense.
it led to him being traded the very next year after leading his team to a conference
Keep it
finals
real.
appearance and a NBA finals appearance. The next year, he's gone because Nico Harris, who did get fired himself
Traded.
uh, over this
Not him
deal,
at all.
he
Get him out
said
of
that
here.
he wants to build a championship team based on defense. And I'll tell you what, Luka Doncic plays no defense. I don't care if he's the midi god. I don't care if he could shoot step back threes. What good does it do to score 30 if you give up 30 yourself? That means you're just a cancel out player. And another factor, everybody's wondering, like, why is LeBron James pouting? He has Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves on his team, and all these other clowns. What I'm trying to tell you is, even if LeBron wins a championship under this current team, he knows that it's not going to count towards the Jordan race, towards the GOAT race, because you have to be the number one
Wake
scoring
me up.
option, the number one player on your team in order to get the credit for the championship. And damn it, LeBron James is just not that this year on the
Put that
Lakers.
boy
He
feedback.
wants out. It would even be better if he won a championship with the Warriors because him and
Making
Steph could
LeBron look
split the
bad.
glory or whatever. But what they got going on here with the Lakers, the LeBron
Got the
sitting in the
black boy.
corner pouting, even if they did,
Free Bron.
which they can't. They're trash right now. They don't play any defense. They can't stop anybody. All you have to do is give the ball to whoever Luka Doncic is guarding and get yourself 2 or 3 points, maybe even a foul. So right now,
It's gotta be
under the
said. It's
current
gotta be
order,
said. That's all
it's
to
not
it.
working for LeBron. It really is not. His son is being thrown by the wayside because, they just don't have
Sorry.
to have a mediocre player on their team just to please their superstar because they don't even want to please their superstar anymore.
Sorry.
They got they got this guy DeAndre Ayton and
Play some
Hachi
D.
Moore. These guys are not going to fill in the defensive gap that Luca leaves
We own
wide
Luka.
open. I mean, he might be able to
We own
dance on
Luka.
Rudy Gobert and clown him
You stealing half
and
your
maybe win a
contract.
few games against a team that's on a rise. But when you talk about an established team, when you talk about guys who have a really good coach,
Then I
somebody
say
with
a
a
ball
half of a
hog.
brain cell, they're gonna just go after Luca and go ahead and run up the score
I'm
because
not
this
with it.
guy's defense is trash. And at this point, even
I
if you
like
think LeBron
basketball. I like
James'
basketball.
defense is garbage, which half of what he's doing right now is pouting. He's in year 59, so
Yeah,
he's over all
I
the other
agree.
stuff. He wants to get another championship to kind of close the gap on the Jordan debate,
Yep.
but he can't get a
Mm-hmm.
championship if they can't stop
Speak on it.
anybody. He can't get a championship if he's not the number one scoring option because
Play
right
some D,
now, I'm
man.
telling you, nobody's going to agree with this statement. But the Olympics showed a couple summers
Take that to
ago,
Serbia
LeBron is still
or
the number one
Yugoslavia,
player,
wherever
the
that
number
is.
one option in the
I'm not with
world.
it.
He brought home the gold. That was a very competitive Olympics. All the superstars of the NBA was in the Olympics. No excuses. Team Canada has Shea and all those guys.
Give me
Um,
Giannis.
Jokic
We
had
want
his
Giannis.
crew. Everybody had their crew. And when it boiled
We'll
down
take
to it,
Jason Brown,
Steph Curry
Jalen
and
Brown.
LeBron James were the
That
top
boy
two players
cold,
in the
and he
world,
played D.
hands down. Um, Anthony Edwards, you saw him playing good. You saw Devin Booker playing a role. All these other guys compared to LeBron and
For
Steph are role
real,
players. So, what I suggest, and shout out
huh?
KD too.
Seriously, huh?
KD, 100% right there, up there
You
with
talking
those
to you?
guys. So, if they wanted to, in their old age, And if they put aside their Titan
What you
battle,
think about Luka's D?
KD, LeBron, and Steph could rule this league
Terrible, huh?
for another 2 or 3 years, just like the 2018 Golden State Warriors did when you already knew who
I'm
the
not with it.
champion was going to be before the season even started. They had KD, Steph, and Clay and Draymond. It was over. And then when they got Cousins, we thought it was a wrap, but injuries was what stopped that. And tell you the truth, they almost won a championship if Clay didn't get hurt for that series
Uh
because
oh.
Clay was about to go nuclear when everybody else got hurt. But
Trade bait.
because that's all Steph needs is one of them. He only needs like Clay,
Yeah.
another shooter to get off the ball, and they're going to get a lot of open shots because Steph uh, creates so much gravity around him. But right now, we're talking Lakers, and
Get him out of here.
everybody thinks that it was such a great thing to get Luka Doncic. You know, I almost fell into that, but I'm an NBA 2K player, and I'll tell you what,
Shout out
Doncic just
LeBron
doesn't get
James,
the
man.
job done. You might be able to hit a few
He ain't
threes,
buying it
or
either.
you might be able to get some scores with him, but when it comes down to a complete player. That's the problem with Steph. Steph is a liability on defense. Uh, I don't know how they seem to hide him on defense, but that's a part of the Golden State Warriors problem is, you know, all you got to do is really target Steph on defense. Um, but nobody
Place the
can
D,
really
man.
go one on one with him scoring because he's scoring by threes and you're scoring by
Try to
two.
give him a pass.
So he's gonna always outscore his man. But Luka Doncic with no defense is a mid-range
It only
player.
took
He
about
scores 2 points
a
and he
year
gives
and a
up two
half for that
points, and then he might give
to
up
wear
three
off.
points
Like,
depending on
come on,
who he's
man.
playing. So that's the
D
difference
up, bro.
between Steph's defensive
Skinny
liability
Luka, fat
and
Luka,
Luka
still
Doncic's
play some defense.
defensive liability. Like I said, who trades Luka the year after he takes you to the finals? Um, it's because you just can't
Tough.
look at his defense. It's horrible. It's not winning basketball. You can't sit there and let your guy go past you, and then you want the ball and hog the ball like the Harlem Globetrotters on the offensive side. A smart,
D up, bro.
intelligent
Serious.
human being like LeBron James,
You
who's played
ruining the
more
season.
basketball in the NBA
Messed LeBron's
and
little
he's played
career up.
against or with 70% of players in the history of the league. He knows when he's looking at garbage, and when he's playing with Luka Doncic, he knows he's playing with
Go,
garbage.
Luka.
Even Russell Westbrook uh, didn't bring this
Defense is
side of
about heart.
LeBron James out. And Russell Westbrook and LeBron, it looked like they were better if Westbrook came in when LeBron went out because they both used you were using the ball or had high ball usage.
Gotta show some
But
heart from
Luka
that D.
Doncic is different. His high ball usage is different because Russ is going to give you 1,000% on defense. He's going to give
Come
you a
on, man.
1,000% energy. He's going to pump up the whole
LA.
team, and he's going to give you some rebounds. But Luca, he seems to only
You in
rebound
the
and
big city now,
assist just
man.
so he can get the triple double stat. But when
Hooter
it comes
puppy.
down to locking his man down, bearing down, playing good help defense, playing good fundamental basketball, I'm telling you guys, this guy is garbage in my book. Kobe Bryant was a dog on both sides of the ball. Michael Jordan was an absolute uh, hellcat on both sides of the ball. Anybody that you can name who's a great player, they can't be the best player in the league. And I'll tell you what, the championships are not gonna be besides their name if
Come
they
on,
didn't
Luka.
play great defense. Uh,
We do need to
Look at
trade AR
Charles
though.
Barkley. He was great on offense, one of the best
Why he
offensive
still
players we
got
ever
some
seen.
value.
But he was in an era when you
Anybody
needed to
sees he
be
ain't got
great
no
on
defense
defense.
either.
He was not great on defense. So scoring alone is not going to do the job if you're
Come on.
giving up points yourself.
LeBron, he still
Um,
got it. You
if
see
you're a
that gold medal
liability on that
run?
side of the ball. So a lot of people are just really just penciling in Luca. That's why when you
Out
really
here
think
rooting
about
for
it,
Golden
nobody
State.
says Luca's the best player in the league because there's going to be some high IQ basketball mind who's going to chime in and say, look, this guy plays no defense and there's two sides of the ball. So
Still can
he
salvage the
can't
season.
be a A plus on the offensive side and an F on defense or a D on defense. Like, give me a break. That's not averaging out to the best player, especially when you have a guy like Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is Defensive Player of the Year, and he's the
Still could do.
NBA Offensive Player of the Year. He's the MVP.
He can
You got
play
a
for
guy
y'all.
like who else has been LeBron James in his day, great defensive player. You know about the chase down block. It's won a championship in 2015-16. The chase down block, that's a LeBron James signature. Scottie Pippen, the way this guy would lock down a defender, and he would invented the point forward. Six championships behind his name. If someone was to say who's better, Luka
Oh,
Doncic or
Laker.
Scottie Pippen,
Laker
some
Nation
people would fix
on
their
the LA with that.
raggedy lips to say Luka is better. Well, I guarantee
We
you,
take that to the
Luka will
Clippers.
never win six championships with that
Hey, thanks for
defensive
asking the
play that he
Clippers.
puts on the court. We've been giving him a pass because this trade was thrust upon us. The team was getting
Shout
stale.
out Chris Paul.
But truth be told, LeBron brought home a championship. Anthony Davis brought home a championship. Uh, sure, Anthony Davis became more known for his injuries than his on the court prowess.
Shout
He
out Chris
began to
Paul.
garner nicknames such as street clothes and fashion model when he took it to another level of injury
Shout out Chris Paul.
DMPs. But at the same time, he brought home a championship. We weren't garbage. Austin Reeves was not the second best player on the team. Like, I like Austin Reeves, but at this point, he's trade bait. Like, you cannot win with a skinny off guard who plays no defense alongside a point guard who's
It's fine
fat
because
and plays
Doncic
no
get it all
defense.
the time
It
here.
makes no sense. LeBron James is not stupid. LeBron is not dumb. I would rather have LeBron leading the team
See you later.
with Antetokounmpo. Everybody's saying,
With
"Hey,
Giannis.
let's trade LeBron and get
That's
Antetokounmpo,
how Kareem came
or we could get
from
the other
Milwaukee.
guy who wants to be traded right now." But it's like, come on, do we want Luka teamed up with anybody with the Lakers? Like, let the Mavericks
Giannis.
or the Bucks or somebody have Luka. We need Antetokounmpo,
Bronny.
who's gonna
Bronny.
block a shot, then start the fast break
We want
and
Bronny
get
back.
down and dunk
Bronny
the
plays some
ball when
D.
his guard gets it to him, or maybe kick it out for a three. But Luka's just like, let your man score, then come down, dribble, 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 dribble slow, dribble, dribble, bump your man off. The referees look the other way, and then get a layup on a five-step travel step through. He's not great. Like, it's garbage. Magic Johnson was great. This is the Lakers. This is not the damn Mavericks. I'm sick of looking at Luca highlights. That's not Laker basketball. This man is garbage. Byron Scott, Michael Cooper, these guys would lock you
Yeah.
down.
Bronny does
What
play
is
D.
going on? AR 15, I know he went to Oklahoma, and I'm an Oklahoma guy too, but damn it, he's garbage. His defense is
AR
trash.
15 played none.
So both guards are gonna cook every night that the Lakers play. So if you a guard, let us play Philly. They got Maxi and they
Bronny got
got
back.
VJ Excombe and they got those guys are gonna combine
What
for
he got?
60 points
Man,
against
LeBron should
AR
leave
and
y'all the show.
Luca. We can't have that. Uh Look at the guys
Last
in
couple years.
anywhere in this league. We can't even match Sacramento on the offensive side. Westbrook and Schroeder will cook AR and Luca on the offensive side. So come on, man. Let's get rid of the Luca delusion.
LeBron, LeBron, LeBron.
Uh dare I say what he really is. Jokic is a baller. Jokic is a champion. Jokic
Move your
brought it
feet,
home.
Luka. Move your feet.
Jokic got an NBA ring. So Jokic is the man with his
I
stats.
would have that
Luca
Luka on
is
cones all
an
day.
imposter. Empty stats, empty calories.
Move your feet, Luka.
His defense over It overrides anything that he does. And what he does on the offensive side is piss LeBron off. We out.